All right, pinball, that is a classic arcade game that goes back hundreds of years, even into this era of technology. The low-tech springs and levers and bouncing balls are still popular. That means that someone's got to keep them working. Matt King went into Long Island to meet a real pinball wizard.
On the morning of one of his off days, 58-year-old Long Island Railroad machinist Mike Hooker aims a wooden gun at reflections of paper villains displayed behind the screen of the 1970s arcade game Coney Island Rifle Mike purchased and installed in the basement of his Sayville home.
It's a Happy Clown from 1964.
The Happy Clown also lives in Mike's basement.
It's a very hard game to play.
The only machine from Mike's side business to earn a permanent home inside the home of this man who says he likes to take broken things and make them work.
That's what I do since I was 10 years old. I repair cars, trains.
And for the last 11 years, when not repairing the equipment that repairs those trains, Mike's marched from his basement to his workshop, opened up, checked the fuses of...
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Taken apart and returned to working order those broken of the thousands of pinball machines on Long Island.
I didn't know until I put a pinball machine in the waiting room in my auto business. And then people told me, oh, I used to have one, or I have one, or my brother has one. I couldn't believe it. There's a lot.
And when one of those machines stops working, many pinball machine owners call Mike right away. Less ideal, they let the game sit for a couple of years and then call Mike for a house call.
The hardest ones to fix are the ones that broke, were sitting, and then the guy tried to fix it himself.
Mike's crazy flipper fingers command extra value because he not only understands the innards of more modern systems like this fire game,
computer-controlled lighting,
but also older models like the Happy Clown.
Electromechanical games are pre-solid state, and they were made until '77.
Sometimes Mike says he'll take on a particularly damaged game for a flat price just to test his skills.
The challenge to see if you know, what I can do with it.
Mike grew up in Comic, Long Island, and recalls the site of his first in-person encounter with pinball.
There was a little bowling alley in Comac, and it had this fairly dirty little room on the side that was crammed full of games. I've kind of spent my life trying to find those games.
Filling his basement with those he particularly cherished, and his days off with house calls to examine the broken games belonging to others, struggling on this day to recall the last time one of their malfunctions left him stumped.
I don't. Yeah, if you put enough time in, you can fix it.
In Sayville, Long Island, I'm Matt King, Fox 5 News.
Good stuff, okay? The weekend is still a couple of days away.